Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? That's not my, where's my camera? That's, deactivate, activate. Is the overhead? Desktop's working. Oh, that one's working. Uh-oh. Why aren't you working? What is going on here? Uh-oh. You can hear me, right? Okay, for some reason, none of the cameras that are connected to the Steam Deck are working. Or the, what the heck? 1 second. Elgato 4K capture utility. 1 moment, please. Okay. Where's my cameras? Where? Why aren't they working? Why aren't they working? Like, seriously, why aren't they working? You're on. Let me try restarting OBS. 1 second. I don't know. Well, we know it works. Okay, we're good there. It's weird because my standard procedure is I come out to the garage, I turn on all the lights, I turn on the cameras, I launch OBS, I go through all my scenes, make sure everything works, and then I go to the standby screen while I set up like the giveaway and everything. And then I go live and, you know, hello, hello, hello. And for some reason, all my cameras decided to just punch out. Is Z-banding a defect or a feature? It is a grease groove. It's an inherent grease groove in the design of the part or something. I don't know. But we're gonna try and fix it today. Today's gonna be a short stream. I actually almost canceled the stream today. I'm not feeling the greatest right now. I think it just, I don't know. I'm not feeling great today. So we'll see how it goes. Just dropped on my screws. Anyway, by the way, if you want to see what the gantry on a Magneto X looks like, here you go. Ooh, look. The future. Got the new gantry? Yeah, I got a new gantry. I put that in yesterday. You want to know what's funny? This is going to sound real funny. It took me less time to replace the gantry along with the wire loom that goes to the gantry. So the entire gantry with the tool head already attached. So it came out of the box, the gantry and the tool head. I just had to unbolt the old gantry, take that out, take the old wiring out, and put in the new wiring and the new gantry because I have my machine's a pre-production one and now I have the production gantry. That took me less time to do than to replace the bed sensor wire on a Bamboo X1. And it required a lot less, you know, me going, what the heck do I do now? Because that's like literally as easy to work on as like a Voron or a Rat Rig or any other open framed Core XY machine. It's actually kind of nice. 220 coming soon. Yes. I was making sure I had everything I need, and I was gonna buy, I haven't bought the stuff yet, I'm gonna be doing that this weekend. I was making sure I had everything I needed, and that I was getting the right type of plug and everything, because you have to get, depending on your breaker, you have to get different brand breakers, depending on your panel. So mine is a Cutler hammer, which is Eaton now, which is, I don't know, that's what I gotta buy. So let's get you over here. Hey, there's the thing. There's the thing. Come back from whence you came. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna have to do a little repairing because I printed one of those airless hockey balls on this. And firstly, I literally dropped it from about this high and it did that. So ABS doesn't have the greatest layer adhesion when it comes to this kind of stuff, I guess. So first we're gonna gloop it back together and we're gonna see how that works. Am I actually liking the Prusa enclosure? Yeah, I printed all the replacement Prusa parts. They came out beautifully. It's actually working really nice. I like it. Problem is alignment. Which side was which? This goes this way. Okay. Yeah, it's split right along the thing. So you may notice, if I can get the right camera, that this print looks like doo-doo. You know, extra ribbing on a basketball probably isn't that bad for like texture, for, you know, grabbing the ball. But we're having some major Z banding issues on this machine, like major Z banding issues on this machine. So we have two ways to go about potentially fixing this. The first one is mechanical. I'm gonna flip the machine over, take a look under the hood. I wanna take a look at the electronics. We never did that on the first stream with it. But I wanna take a look under the hood and see how things look under there, make sure all the grub screws are tight and everything. And then after that, we're gonna be doing the jailbreaking it so we can put, you know, not scuffed firmware on it, essentially. How well would ABS bounce? Not well. But if you wanted to print something with a crap ton of retractions to test the extruder and really hammer on it, it's not a bad option. Also, everything in here is covered in dust. So if you're wondering why I'm not working on the power armor, that's why. Everything in here is covered in dust. Okie dokie. So while I get this flipped over here, don't forget, if you haven't entered yet for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description, enter for your chance to win below. And then while you're doing that, check out some of the links in the description. They're affiliate links. Don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do more directly, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or gifting memberships to others. It goes a long way in keeping the lights on. There we go. Oh, wait. Okay, we're good, we're good. That goes that way. Didn't want to pull an Uncle Jesse. In fact, I really don't want to pull an Uncle Jesse. Where's my tape? That'll work. Do you think the banding could be the way they are heating the bed like Zombie Hedgehog? That is my second thing. So the first thing I want to do is just go through the printer mechanically and make sure there's nothing mechanically funky, right? You want to rule out, I'm a firm believer, you want to rule out mechanical issues before you start dealing with firmware. Because a lot of times stuff is a mechanical issue. Like this could just be a loose grub screws on the, there we go. This could just be loose grub screws on one of the Z rods, who knows, right? So you kind of want to make sure you know what you're diving into. Watermark heating? Yeah, is it watermark or water? I thought it was waterfall. let's see what we got. Third Vorn, I'm not sure. Thank you. Blame you for getting me to Vorn. Cheers, Kyle. Well, don't blame me. I'm just the messenger. Take the feet C's off. When you got your K1, I found a lot of loose screws. I could see it. I could see it. Okay, now, there we go. So that is under the hood. Let's see what we're working with here. So, we got a auto tensioning system here for the Z. The frame is grounded, actually. Let's switch over to another camera here. There we go. Okay, so the frame's grounded. We got this auto tensioning system here. This is mold. I'm pretty sure this is mold release. Is that mold release? Yeah, so this mold's run like shit. There's your controller board. It's an all-in-one board. I have a feeling whatever's the brain of this board is, it's an Ingenic X2000E. It's got a SanDisk memory module. And it's, I'm pretty sure that circle around it means it's isolated. What else we got in here? It's a GD, it's not an STM, it's a GDM or whatever it's called, like the GD STM32 clone. No Ethernet. We do have a micro USB screen connector. We got ferrules on everything. That is really good to see. We have ferrules. Ferrules there, proper terminals there. We got the fan to keep things cool there. We got that. All the wiring looks pretty good. The fan's actually, or the case is grounded in 2 spots. This actually ain't bad. Not gonna lie, this actually doesn't look too bad under here. Everything seems pretty, not a lot of backlash there. So the Z motor is geared, and then this is all belted together in one system. I do like how they did this. On the bamboo, it's just one big loop. This, you got a tensioning mechanism here. And it allows you to put the electronics underneath instead of on the back. This is really clean. This is really clean. I like it. You know what? Props to Creality. That's a very clean compartment under there. It's kind of funny when you compare the differences between a DIY machine like a Voron and something like this. Like, let's be honest, this does the same thing as like a Trident, right? Mechanically, it does the same thing. The only difference is this only has 1 Z motor versus 3. But when you look at the electronics compartment on a Trident and then you look at this, it's like we got 1 power supply, 1 board. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. The tool head has its own board, I think. Does the tool head have? Yeah, the tool head has its own board, I'm pretty sure. But we could do that as well nowadays too, but there's no Raspberry Pi, no buck converters. It's just 1 board. So. Okay, let's put this back together. So I guess it is firmware shenanigans we must get into. And unfortunately, my computer restarted between the last stream and this stream. So if anyone has the link to that guide for, it begins with a G, I think, for uncrealitying this, you post it in the Discord. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do some digging. I had the link saved I should have pinned it on my bookmarks. No terminal blocks, no solid state relay, no Wagos. Yeah, well, you don't need a solid state relay if your bed, actually, where is the bed? I forgot to check. Pretty sure the bed is 24 volts. Yeah, the Kiao for K1. Yeah, no, the bed just plugs in. It's just normal terminals. There's your XYZ. Extruders on the tool head. More wires there. They use the hot snot glue to glue everything in. Even got a replaceable fuse. There's a lot of unpopulated headers on this board. There is a lot of unpopulated headers on this board, and they even didn't put the fourth driver. There's room on the board here for a fourth driver. They didn't even bother putting that on. So I got a feeling this board, if they wanted to use the board's designed with expansion in mind, so if they do want to use it on another printer design that needs more than 4 motors, they can. The K1 is 24 volt bed. The max, yeah, the max at that size, you start, mains bed makes a bit more sense at that size. That's neat. They molded in. These aren't even just generic off-the-shelf feet. They actually got custom feet that have that little detent for the little step in the corner. That's the thing. Like, I really want these machines to do good. You know, Creality. You know, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of their machines. Like, I think the Ender series is, you know, past its prime, but you know, people still like them. And like, I'll be honest, they still make plastic boat. I just think they kind of coasted on their initial offering for too long. So it's nice to see them trying to do new stuff, but it's like, for every time I see them do something I like, they stumble on something. And I got a feeling their hardware is outpacing their software. I think their hardware is starting to catch up to what we would consider like the norm, like the current standards. I think it's their software. Oh, and QC. Let's be honest, QC is an issue with them. Okay, let's flip this up. And I think I got it powered up. So let me get some power. You are not plugged in. Are you on? You're on. There we go. Okay. Here, Ender 3 V6 is coming. How are they on V6? Aren't we on like V3 right now? Okay, let's find this printer. Where? You what? You got a muffin for me? Where'd you get muffins from? I've been given a muffin. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm eating a muffin. Okay. So this is our Creality. Hi. Good camera. Again, I like the camera. So now we need to SSH into this. What is the ID? What is the credentials again? So you go to your screen. Now, where is it? It's under system, expert mode. No, that's not it. Back. Root account information. So you gotta wait like 30 seconds. And then you can push a button saying, yes, I did read it. Is it root? Oh yeah, Creality 2023, that's right. So root at that. Creality _ 2023. We're in. There we go. There's a leak that Creality is working on an AMS. Any thoughts? Thoughts on what? There probably are. The AMS is popular. It's half the reason people buy bamboos. Of course they probably are working on. What are my thoughts on it? I hope they make a 5-unit one, because everyone does 4 units. Make a 5er. At least do something different. Okay, so we got that. And here is Gilzu? Guile Ooze? Okay, this guide explains the whole process to root a K1 and K1C axe. Add your printer here now. But apparently somebody said there is a like a script that'll also do it, or is this the same thing? I think this might be the same thing. The helper script, yeah, okay. I think it's all the same. Okay. What, Sam's here? Where's Sam at? Oh, hey Sam. There, 1 second. Add as moderator. There you go. YouTube doesn't have the ability to like set people as VIP, so I just make anyone I know a mod, so their name stands out in chat. So now, congratulations. I think you're blue now. Okay. Running a rooted K1 Max, doing fixed input shaping, maxes out Pi host. Okay, good to know. Okay, this guide explains the whole process of K1C to your printer. If you like my work. Okay, so how to do this? Install and update. Okay. Follow the reset factory settings to restore factory settings before install update. When done, insert USB drive into your computer. You need to, okay. So somebody said there is a command to do this. Like a script to do the whole thing? To the helper script on the left. This, okay. So for K1 series, use this. For KE series, use script with firmware. Okay, so I think 1335 and above. Let me check what version of the firmware I got. 1335. Okay, I'm on 1335. You're going back to, are you going to Shenzhen again? Okay, installation, okay. If you have already installed MoveRail, please uninstall for, okay. Connect SSH, okay, enter the following commands. Okay. So copy that. Just, if you talk to Creality, Just please tell them to just improve their QC and stop mucking around with Clipper. Just ship. You can put a skin on Clipper. You can take Fluid or Mainsail and put a nice little Creality skin on it, but don't remove features, please. You're the co-host for their 10th anniversary. Oh, cool. And then we run that. I'm assuming this, oh. So this is basically Kiao for Creality. So I guess if you encounter issues cloning that, okay, also. My date and time correct? Yeah, sure. Okay, main menu. Okay, here's the main menu. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. So I guess install. Remove, customize, backup and restore, tools, system, updates. Oh, cool. So we want to put install Moonraker, I guess. Install Moonraker. Yes. Look, it's doing science and stuff. So don't forget, if you haven't entered yet, for the Spool Polymaker Filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance to win. They went through a different way. Okay, you can get to, Clipper is what makes your printer go burr. You can get to Clipper several different ways. Most of us just use the API layer, but the API layer was developed after Clipper was out. Moonraker was developed independently of Clipper, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Moonraker and NGINX have been installed. Cool. Okay, let's install Fluid. Because this Creality, I think, runs a modified version of Fluid. So let's just put normal Fluid on it. Okay, so we now have Fluid. Should we let's input Clipper, Adaptive Mesh, and Pershing. Let's do that. Number 6. X virtual pin support is needed. Install that first. Okay, where's virtual pin? I don't see that anymore. Oh, virtual pin support, 14. Yes. Okay. And put camp in. Okay. Buzzer support, don't care. Nozzle cleaning fan control. Fan control macro. You know what? We'll just put everything in. Put buzzer support. Oh, X Clipper shell command. Okay, so I guess we need, you know what? Let's just install everything. I'm gonna install everything. Screw it. Install Entware, sure. Whatever that is. Let's just install everything. Okay. Okay, so buzzer support. I want my buzzer. Okay. 8. 9. Proof shaders calibration. Sure, why not? I feel like Homer Simpson running the nuclear power plant at home when he's overweight in his moo-moo. Just keep hitting yes. Useful macros. Well, they sound useful. So if they sound useful, they must be useful. Save Z offset macros. Well, yeah, of course I want to save my Z offset. Why wouldn't I want to save my Z offset? How warm is it in Canada? It's practically summer in the UK. Greg, it's anywhere from jeans and a t-shirt to the coldest place on earth. It's Canada. You can drive for several days in a row and not leave the country. Need to be a bit more regional. So that's the Z offsets. Screw tilt adjust support. Give me a Y. Give me a E. K1 or K1 Max. Well, I have a K1C, so we'll do K1. Okay. Virtual pin, M600. Cool, we'll do M600 support. We'll add that. That sounds Gucci. Git backup. Nah, we're not going to bother with that. Install Moonraker time lapse. Sure, why not? I like time lapses. Did I get any of those storms last night? Okay, so I was playing Helldivers 2, as one does, and I don't know if it was in-game or out of game, but I heard thunder. So it was that night on a bot planet, so it might have been thunder in the game, or it might have been IRL. I don't know. Okay, camera settings control, sure, why not? You have the new hardware version of the camera, it's not compatible. Okay. Remote access, we're not doing any of that. Okay, so now, back to the main menu. What's in remove? Oh, that's just that. Okay, back to the main menu. Customize, what's in customize? Install custom boot display. Ooh, remove Creality web interface. No, we'll leave that for now. Install Guppy screen. I don't know. Install Creality dynamic logos for fluid. Ooh, let's do that. That sounds cool. Put the Creality custom logos in. Okay. Backup and restore tools. What's under tools? Prevent using Clipper configurations. Allow updating Clipper. Okay, so that's just enable camera settings in Moonraker. Okay, go back. Information menu 6. So that's everything we have installed. And 7. And there is system information if somebody wants. So we got 209 megabytes of RAM and 6.5 gigs of storage, which is enough. Which is enough. Okay, quit. So this is still here. So I think if I do booyah. Would you look at that? A proper web interface. So now, system. There's our system. So we can see system load and everything. That'll be nice to see. Configuration. How did they do the config here? Bed. We don't like bed. We don't like that. So control is PID. Yeah, we want PID. We want PID, min temp 0, max temp 115. Is the screen still working? Yeah, screen's still working. So we got that. Anything else? What other things did we want to know from the config that we didn't know? Where is, let's find the arc resolution, sensor chamber champ, MCU, max bed temp. Max bed temp set to 115 in here. Max extruder temp is 320. We're gonna have to redo the PID tune of the bed though. Max excel is 20,000, max velocity is 600. Okay, cool. PID K. Oh, I gotta add this stuff and then we gotta, okay, 1 second. Configuration, printer. Because these are all KP. Then you control PI. No, wait. What? What was it complaining about again? We got PID. Then what was it complaining about? Just uncomment the 3 lines. What 3 lines? They are uncommented. These lines are uncommented. They got, that's what the hash is for. 225 to 22. Oh, like, I see what you mean. Just do that. Save and restart. I thought uncomment got rid of them, not added them. I don't know. Choice PID is not a valid choice. What do you mean? It is a valid choice. It's right here. Control PID. Why is it telling me PID is not valid? Why is it telling me PID is not valid? Unless, do I need to, like, because on here it's completely uncommented. So let's left control. Is PID the default? Oh, it's a space in front? Uncomment control. Oh. Oop, close. So why is there two control? Like, it shouldn't matter. There's two controls. So, because here it shows it, like this printer has it just uncommented. So I guess I just uncomment it. Cool. Save restart, see if that does anything. Oh, at the bottom. Yeah, I forgot. There's usually something at the bottom too. Yeah, watch. Okay, 1 second here. Okay. Go to the bottom. Bed mesh. No, there is no PID stuff there. Yeah, it's not there. It's not there. Tall boy is uncommented because the current values are at the bottom. That makes sense. That makes sense. Why? Key, message, option, control, and heater bed must be specified. Okay, so control is PID. I just posted this section in Discord. Okay, let me check. Okay. Okay, I know that's in your Voron. Like, I just checked my Voron, but it's not working on this. The problem is I can't do tuning if it errors out. Like if Clipper errors out, you can't do a PID. Uncomment the stock value. Okay, but we've tried this configuration before. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay, now we're good. Okay, now it's working. Okay, cool. Whatever. Okay. We tried that before. It didn't work. Okay. Okay, is the bed's kind of okay there. So this is going to print ABS. PID tune at 100. There we go. Time to heat it up. Get it hot. Go. Should be a macro to PID tune. I mean, you could put in the macro, or you could just write, you know, PID calibrate in the console, which we have a console again, guys. Look at all these options. Look at all these wonderful options and availability we now have access to in our machine that was inherently there from the start, but was hidden behind the curtain. My part fan on? No. And the bed's at the bottom and I don't have the top on. It's good enough. It's a bad PID. Put the lid on top. Where did I put the lid? I mean, it's just a PID for the bed. I don't think the chamber temperature will affect it during a PID loop tune. Your K1 won't do a PID command on the console? Oh, mine's doing it. Did you install fluid? It's not what they put over stock fluid, it's what they remove from stock fluid. That's what I don't like. I don't like Don't be mucking about with, if it already works and has all the features you need, what do you get by removing features? All you do is you get to say it's ours now, and it looks good to people that don't know what's going on. But anyone who actually knows what's going on goes, hey, you sold me a car with 3 wheels. I want my 4th wheel. So. Creality sees fins as output pin instead of output fan. Yeah, they do that. They call the, like, they relabeled a bunch of stuff too. Let me pull it up here, because I think I can still pull up the default. Yeah, you can still pull up the stock UI. So like, you look at history, they don't call it layer height, they call it story. They don't call it, you know, they call it consumable instead of like, where is G code? Jobs. Versus like, what is it? Filament weight. They call it, you know, consume, or no, weight, length, filament length. I don't know. But yeah, it's like they like story. Why story? Like it, they translated it bad, but the thing is they didn't need to translate it in the first place. They could have just left it. Because this interface right here and this one right here is on the same exact machine, damn it. All this functionality is present here and was removed. See? Now we have MCU temps available to us. We have chamber temps to us available. MCU fan, chamber fan temperatures, and then you got your bed. On here, you have bed and nozzle temps. That's it. And here, you got speed, flow, pressure advance, and smooth time. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo the PID tune too. Support costs. You don't need support. Well, you remove features to make it less error prone, but the thing is, if you're gonna remove stuff, at least do what like Prusa does in their, what everyone does in slicers. Slicers, you have basic, intermediate, advanced modes, where, you know, on the basic modes, it hides a bunch of stuff. Just do that. You could do that on here. Have a little button here. Maybe it's hidden. You have to like double click. Okay. Like, you know how on Android phones, you got to mash the version. You double click and it pops up. You are entering advanced mode. If you don't know what you're doing, please don't do this, because it makes available settings that could screw up your printer. Do you wish to proceed? If yes, then off you go. That's all you need to do. So then somebody can go, yeah, I want more than this. Click, click, boom. Oh, hey, here we go. Moving on with my life. That's what I would like to see. I'm okay with making baby mode. I love baby mode. But don't remove features that I like to make your baby mode. So, just make it default. Here's the thing, when you say make it default, I personally would rather see this machine running RepRap firmware. If you want to make a high-speed machine with training wheels, okay, and you want more control over it, like as a company, and you're selling a commercial product, use RepRap firmware, not Clipper. You get all the only thing you lose out on is the camera. If RepRap firmware had the ability to run a basic, even just like an ESP32 cam, you know, a dog simple ESP32 cam. Like what I got in my in the Prusa right now. If Duet came out with a controller that could do that, that's what I would much rather see in these types of machines. Expert mode and void warranty. No, because here's the thing. What you can do, and you could do this with most things, you can have 2 firmwares. So what you could do is you could have the machine set up so that there's 2 firmwares, and you just select which one you boot into if you really want to go that route. My graphics card has a little switch between firmwares. So you just have advanced firmware, baby firmware. And anything you do in one firmware can't affect the other one. So that way, if like you screw up advanced mode and you like royally bork it, they can just, okay, turn it back to baby mode, and boom, default. It's tuning. Still have to support them. That's one of the reasons. Clipper is still very much a hobbyist firmware. I'm not of the belief firmware. Clipper is, it's getting there. Usability has improved greatly in the last year or two. But it is still a much more advanced firmware. It, like, the fact that anyone can literally just go boom, 1 click, you know, 2 click, and break their printer. Yes, don't save. Like I had to think there. I'm like, don't screw this up. Like that's Clipper. If you don't know what you're doing, has so much exposed to the end user that you can royally screw something up if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do know what you're doing, and I'll be honest, it doesn't take a lot to learn. Clipper is pretty simple once you start paying attention to it. It's a much better firmware. I honestly wish more printers had RepRap though. I really wish more printers had RepRap firmware. At least commercial machines. I think RepRap is a very good medium between the commercial stability of Marlin and the current features user wants of Clipper, like web control. Web control and web interface are the big ones, essentially. Like if you're selling a prosumer, any machine other than a basic machine, it doesn't have a web interface in my opinion, it's not worth buying. Anything over a couple $100, if it doesn't have a web interface, anything over a couple hundred, like once you start getting to $1,000, if it doesn't have a webcam, I'm like, why? Come on, Prusa, step your game up. You can do it. You can put a camera. You can find a little module you could stick on these somewhere that just connects to your Wi-Fi. I'm sure you could do it. Come on, Joe, figure it out. Bed's PID tuning. So what's today? What are we doing? So schedule-wise, there probably won't be a stream tomorrow. Just wifey's got overtime. Simple as that. So unless somebody wants to watch the little guy, which I don't trust you guys, there probably won't be a stream tomorrow. I may do a stream on Sunday to make up for it. If not, we'll just carry on streams on Tuesday, which will hopefully be getting some movement out of the Milo and maybe some chips. I'm gonna try and get the 220 plug wired in tonight. And hopefully the power cable comes in time. So, oh yeah, the basketball. I gotta fix the basketball. Let's see if we can gloop the basketball back together. And then what else? Does that go there? Maybe it goes the other way. Power cable? Yeah, because I'm putting a 220, so I got to put a 220, and I need to get a special plug, so I can't just use like, I have to get either an adapter or I'm going to get a proper plug to run the Milo, because the plug that I got is just a standard outlet, where the 220 outlets have different prongs. Okay, does it go this way? Yeah, it goes this way. Okay, so let's see. Can you 3D gloop a basketball back together? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Should I be wearing gloves for this? Yes. Do I know where my gloves are? No. Don't understand what the big deal around these basketball is. As a content creator in 3D printing, I will tell you exactly what it is. Clickbait. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. It is the way the industry is. It's kind of like how Flexi Dragons were a thing for a bit. But straight up, it's just the current hot meme print. So content creators are doing stuff with them because that's the current cool thing. Because, you know, here's the funny thing. All us content creators, we all saw this ball back at Rapid earlier this year. I got to play with the real one, the Wilson one. I've got to play with the real one. But what happened was MKHB, Marquez Brownlee, went and did a video on his YouTube channel about the ball. And now, because, you know, a YouTuber with millions of followers did something on the ball, now everyone has to do something on the ball. It's just the game. I got nothing against people who play the game. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. Maybe it goes the other way. What's the real one made out of? It's a resin. It was made on a resin machine, so it's a resin with a special resin mixture. Put it this way: the real Wilson airless basketball cost $2,500 a pop. The R&D cost to make it was much more than that, believe me. I can't remember the exact value, but I did talk to the guys who did it. So it is definitely a, yeah, it's not something, they didn't just load some Polymaker TPU in a bamboo and hit file print. With PETG, no, nothing is, yeah, you know what's good to use? A several $1,000 carbon resin printer. I think it's like close, it's like my shoes. I'm gonna go get my shoes. Stay basketball. So the airless basketball, it's like my Adidas. So I got my Adidas here, my 40 forwards. These are 3D printed. The soles on these are 3D printed. These are my Adidas, the 40 forwards. That's 3D printed. You can see through them. So you're not making these on an ender. Soraya Tech, tenacious. Good old 3D gloop, eh? Can't even tell. Well, you can, but. So don't drop it like this. I'm already seeing it split. How's that coming along? Still going. So, Uncle Jesse did a few different tests with filament for the ball. I kind of watched it. Everyone did videos like that. I think Joel did one as well. I watched Joel's. None of them really bounce. You can get something that kind of bounce, but nothing bounces like a basketball. That's the thing. Like, if you've had the real one and you've bounced the real one, I am by no means an athlete. I'm 5'9". I'm white. I don't play basketball. But it felt like if you were to close your eyes bouncing it, yeah, the texture feels a little different, but it bounces like a basketball. So what I actually wonder, if I smear this in 3D gloop, would that work? Because then it would fuse. What if you dunk this in acid? What if you did acetone? What if you sprayed it with acetone? Ooh. What if you print the ball out of ABS? You hang it from a string. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna get a little spray can, fill it with acetone, do it outside with a mask. Spray. Uncle Jesse did with the. Oh, what did he do it with? What did he do it with? He did, because I seen the image of it all gloopy. What did you? He did gloop and PETG. How did that work out? What about annealing? Annealing ABS wouldn't do anything because it's the layer adhesion. Gloop. He did gloop. Okay. So I'm wondering ABS, because ABS is pretty stiff. Like, you would want it to, like, because a golf ball bounces really good because it's rigid. Wow, this is taking a while to PAD. Oh, are we done? We're done. Save config. Okay. So now, it takes a hot minute for this thing to connect. Why not mainsail? Just because most of my machines are mainsail already. I like to try and play with the other stuff every now and then. Also, the default from firmware for this, like the Creality version of like their Creality OS is butchered fluid, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to put the unbutchered fluid on here as well, just so when I do a video, if I do a video on it, I could do a quick comparison going, hey, this is, you know, what you could have got, and this is what you got. Okay, so accelerometer query. Can we do a PID tune? Let's try and do a shaper calibrate. Flexible PLA. A vinyl wouldn't be too bad. If you had some 3D printable vinyl, it might work. Just wait till we start printing. And decals in the mail. Ooh, awesome. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, those, because I don't know for the helmet. I have the helmet, my helmet's done. I just don't know if I'm gonna just stick the decal on or use the negative and then spray. I'll probably just put the negative on and just do really light white spray paint and then just dirty it up. So, Rocky Mountain? Of course, Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain's gonna be great. I already got my tickets booked, my hotel booked. I got my camera equipment. I can't wait, because you know what Rocky Mountain means? That means at least 4 weeks of me not having to panic about videos, because I can just put out Rocky Mountain videos of interviews. Okay. Shaper. Calibrate. So this is the auto PID tune. So we are redoing the PID tune. Oh, it's going. Need to get me on the tiny 3D printed bike. Ooh, okay. Can we reenact the scene from The Simpsons with the tall guy? We need to get, who's the tallest we can get? Is Joel the tallest? We need to reenact that scene from The Simpsons with the tall guy in the little car and what's his name laughing at him. It starts to, okay, so actually, Rose, since you're here, I will need some for the armor because the shoulder pads need them. Where? Aha. I need one for the shoulder. I need them for the shoulder pads. If you look up, one second. Images. You thought about that already? Oh, awesome. Awesome. I don't know why I'm using thangs, but yeah, they have the little skull on the shoulders as well. It's the same. Is it? No, I think it's bigger. Here. That's Hero of the Federation. There you go. It's bigger. You can see it there. So there's the helmet one, there's the shoulder one. The shoulder one is probably, I would say 2.5 inches wide. At the widest point, 2.5 inches wide. So 2 of those I would need. Because it goes on the shoulder here. Oh, we're done one axis. Testing x-axis. Disable input. Did it not calibrate? mail out. Okay, thank you, Rose. Yeah, no rush or anything. I'm gonna be sanding for a couple days. I guess it. Oh wait, waiting for cow. Oh, that took a second. Oh, that's why. In terms of available memory, we have no available memory. Oh, the hamster. Oh, the poor hamster. Oh, I wish I had a sticker of a hamster on a wheel to stick on this thing. Oh, that poor. Waiting for calculations. For those that don't know, this shouldn't take this long at all. Even like a pi 3 is like, okay, math is done. Oh, we figured out they skipped on the controller. When we unboxed this, we got SSH into it, did an H-top, and saw how much it was using just doing its normal thing. So I got to figure out. So I got the helmet done. I've got everything printed for the body armor for the Helldivers 2. You guys didn't watch the video. The video's not doing good. But I got to figure out what to do for the primary, because I got the little pistol. I got the Peacemaker printed. But I got to figure out what to do for the primary weapon to go with the suit. And part of me wants to do an autocannon. I don't. It's gonna suck walking around with an autocannon, but I kind of want the autocannon. So, yeah, that means I got to do a backpack. Sorry, the cosplay stuff's not your thing. That's okay. Here's the thing. I will drag you all kicking and screaming into the future, because this is not a 3D printing channel. I hate when people call my channel a 3D printing channel. I've been trying to move it away from being a 3D printing channel. It is a hobby channel for my hobbies. Now, 3D printing is one of my biggest hobbies, but it is not my only hobby. So I'm starting to get real annoyed when people are like, why are you talking about this? This is a 3D printing channel. It's like, no, it's a hobby channel that does a lot of 3D printing stuff, mind you. Visor turned out okay. Yeah, the visor turned out great. For the backpack, so because of the backpack, and I don't want to carry around a backpack and a big autocannon that's like literally like this, I might just do the SMG. Although I will say the last 16 sickle that just came out in the battle pass, or the whatever it's called in the game, is bae. I love that. I love that rifle. That thing is so good. It is so good. Oh, it's thinking again. I don't know why the average age and gender of a cosplay is 35-year-old males. Okay. You want to know why? Two reasons. It's expensive. You need free time and money to do this. Like even this helmet, in terms of cost for the helmet, you want to do. Okay, let's bring up a notepad. Okay, let's do this. You want to? How much did the? Oh shoot, that is the old stuff. Anyways, why did that do that? Okay, 1 second here. Don't save. Don't save. You guys saw nothing. I hate when you open up stuff and it's like, oh, here's the old stuff. Because Notepad is now no longer Notepad. It's like some weird word thing. Anyways, that's going to take a while. So, how much did it cost me to make that helmet? Okay, so a spool of filament, $20. Okay, the visor, $14. 2 cans of spray paint, $20 each. Canada, with taxes and everything. What else? The elastic bands that I had to use. That cost me like $6. What else? What else? The little thing of black acrylic paint. I bought that at the dollar store. Oh, all the stuff I wasted money on. The sheets of plastic from Amazon. I had to buy one board. What else did I waste money on? Oh, all the binder clips. And the metal for that frame for the thing. That was like 10 bucks. So for the vacuum former. So this right here was all wasted money. Okay. So what do we got? We got 60, 74, 82, 102, 107. So what? $120-ish Canadian to make that helmet. Now, granted, I didn't use all the spray paint. I didn't use, you know, all the elastic bands, so I'll have extra left over for the rest of the armor. But that's what I mean. Like, it adds up. So, and that's just a little helmet. My Mando suit probably cost me a couple $100 all in, easily. So you need to have the time and the money to just basically waste on something that serves no purpose. So if you're young, I see people do it young. I see people do it older. But there's like, you get to that point in your life, kind of in your mid 30s, where you're, if you know, it doesn't work for everyone, but that kind of gets to the point where it's like, now I have the freedom to just kind of waste some money on some stuff I want to do for just fun. I think it's like you know, people restoring cars and whatnot. Okay, so it recommends 3-hump EI. Oh, recommended shaper. Okay, here you go. Recommended shaper type ZV. For the Y. Oh, that's not bad. For Y is ZV. For X is that's not bad. Oh wait, no, that's all that. Where's that's the Y. Where's the X? Oh, X-axis. Oh, 3-hump EI for X. Oof. Alright, save config. Now we need to print something. What time is it? We got 45 minutes. Let's print something real quick. Let's print something real quick. Creality K1. I think I put the beta version of whatchamacallit on here. Focus slicer, so we might be okay. Nope. Nope. Doesn't want to find a K1C. Oh well. Okay, let's get this hot because I gotta swap some filament out. Okay, so let's 240. Turn the bed to 105. Cool. Let's just print something quick. What are we gonna print on this? What are we gonna print on this, guys? What are we gonna print on this? What are we gonna print on this? Downloads. You know what? Let's just do the Neuro Cube. That'll be a nice, quick, easy thing. 1 second here. Tower, 3D, 3D models. Neuro Cube. There we go. We'll just do the Neuro Cube in ABS real quick. That'll tell us if we're having the issues. Oh. There we go. Okay, so I gotta extract. this filament out of here. Where did I put that roll of pink filament? Over here. And if this works, I will reprint the helmet too, or the helmet, the basketball. Oh yeah, they got the scarves theme. I gotta try that. I gotta try that. I gotta try the scarf themes, seams. There we go. Okay, now it's got the filament. Well, I'm hoping it's fixable. We'll find out in a minute here. Okay, so where are these where is the seam settings? Okay, so where is contour? Okay, try it. Prime line on the left. Is it still there? Yeah, whatever. I gotta get the, gotta open the door. There we go. Okay. So where is the seam gonna be? Contours, cool. We'll see how it goes. Print, upload and print. There we go. Okay, are we printing? No, we're not printing. Jobs. Okay. Upload and print. There we go. Now it works. Gotta wait for the nozzle to cool off. Hopefully that reconfig kept all the offset values. It should, because all it did was take the config was already there. It was just hidden. So now we just can see it now. So we haven't actually changed anything in the config. The only thing we've changed in the config is the bed PID tune and the input shaper. That's it. So the actual mechanicals, like the config that controls how the printer moves, hasn't changed at all. So every value should remain the same, hopefully. So offsets and all that should still be the same. Capullo, I may have done a very bad thing. That's not good. Don't do bad things. Do a little brushy. I may have a package arriving from Singapore in 3 to 4 weeks. What the heck did you send me from Singapore? While you're waiting, look results and we did. We did. Oh, hey, okay. This explains why I'm going to see Joel on TV tonight. Little guy likes that show. Relatively soon with print files. Oh, geez. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna get a good camera angle for this. I could try. We'll see what we can get. And, you know, you can see chat. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm a dummy. I am a dummy. What am I doing? Create new. There we go. Like, wait a minute, this isn't a bamboo machine. I can just pull in the webcam feed like a normal human being. There we go. So I'm thinking it's doing camp here. Rio, the cheapo controller board, would it be possible to just add another controller? Yeah, you could. This machine, you could. You'd have to replace the MCU and the controller, and redo the config for pin assignments. But yeah, you could easily just swap in an octopus in here if you really want. You wouldn't need an octopus. Octopus would be overkill. But you could put like a Leviathan in this or something. Wouldn't stop you. Okay, now we're heating the nozzle up. SPL. Ooh. Is that a pump or a bolt? That's cool. There's the purge from Clipper Adaptive Mesh and Purge added. So it looks like our offsets are good. Yeah, offsets are good. Bought a stream for HD2, not for macros. Short memes. Good timing. Oh god. Yeah, the people that use the stream decks in Helldivers 2 for macros for the stratagems are cheating. No. Like, I'm personally of the opinion you shouldn't be able to even run while calling down stratagems. I think it's a game mechanic. I like that game. Like, I like the pressure it puts on you to like, as you're running away from, like, you're being chased down by like 50 bugs or bots or whatever, trying to like find the moment to pause and like key in a combo to call down a bomb or a teammate, and like having to panic and do it under pressure. I love that part of the game. I love that aspect. Woo! Oh, she's hitting all the cores, and by all I mean 2. That PID tune is not stable. The bed is okay. I'm gonna have to redo the. I'm gonna redo the extruder PID tune. What do you use for ABS for bed adhesion? Most of my printers have textured PI beds, and then I put a thin coat of Vision Miner on them all, or some other bed adhesion helper. There we go. There we go. It made it Creality themed. See? See Creality? You call it the K1C, you slap your logo in the corner, boom, bang, done. Don't need to go and make your own modified version of it. Share the STL. Just Google, like, just go on like printables and look airless basketball up. It's on there somewhere. How often do you reapply bed adhesion each print? No. Usually, like, never. Like, I reapply it when it starts to fail again, which takes a while. I'm just really hoping this is smooth so I can reprint the basketball. How is your bed leveling graph? There is no bed, because this has camp on it now. So it's Clipper Adaptive Mesh and Purge. So what that means is when it goes to do a print, it does the same thing that like a Prusa Mark IV does, where it only probes the area that it's printing and generates a very small mesh for that specific area only. That's why you see the purge line in front of the print there. So it does an adaptive purge line, so it doesn't always do it in like the front. And it also does, it only meshes the area you're printing in. So that means you usually have a more accurate first layer, and it usually saves a bit of time, because if you're not printing across the whole bed, you don't have to do a whole bed mesh. Is the Magneto back up and running? Yes. Got a little adjustments of things to do since I got it installed. I put the new gantry in it last night, like really late. I'm gonna sneak. Gesundheit. Actually, while we're doing that, I'm gonna swap in these new parts. $50 a pop for Vision Miner. I don't leave white residue on my prints. Usually you could just wipe that off if you care about that thing to even begin with. I've tried a few different bed adhesion helpers over the years. I've got some stuff from North Print 3D that works pretty good. I also have the Armchair Engineering's folks, their crazy goopy stuff that they have too. I've got a few different things. They all seem to work pretty much the same. I'm not like ride or die for any specific one. It's just they're bed adhesion helpers. They all kind of do the same thing. Oh, this PTFE tube is chewed up. How long does this need to be? Okay, so you come up here. That'll do. Does hairspray work? I don't know. I have never actually used hairspray as a bed adhesion helper, ever. I've never used it. I've never had to. It is not something I've ever done. So I have no opinion on its effectiveness. I've never done it, ever. Are we playing Minecraft right now? Hairspray. Yeah, hairspray like is like the days of glass, PLA on glass. Like that's what I'm reminded of. What's the next challenge? Printing a basketball and PEC. I do have PEC, and actually this just showed up. Fadus sent me this. It's a AE box. Filament dry box. You can print from it. It dries, I don't know how much it dries. Working environment, that's the working environment. I don't know how much it dries to. But I'm gonna put some PEC in it and see how that works. So, from cocoon to a butterfly. We'll see how that goes. Mill a stealth burner. That'll just make all the people that are speed benchy freaks annoyed. Elmer's glue stick and some IPA is all I've ever needed. Here's the thing. If it works, it works. Don't doubt it. Just keep doing it. By the way, the print's looking really smooth. So I'm gonna, after this print finishes, I'm gonna put this back on the shelf and I'm gonna get a basketball printing again. See how that goes. PEC requires very high chamber temps on a Voron. You mean like this benchy that's made out of PEC that we printed on a Voron? Toasty boy. It doesn't get hot, it gets high enough. Doesn't need to get hot. Just warm enough. Apply glue stick, heat up, smooth it out with damp, lint-free cloth, and heat it again. I've not needed to replace it in months. There you go. That's the thing. It doesn't, as long as you let the prints cool before removing it, you really don't have to worry about reapplying your bed adhesion. If you like rip it off hot all the time, you'll probably wear it down a lot quicker. But if you're pretty liberal with it, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. After ABS, what is your go-to filament? ASA. And then after that, depends on the situation. It depends what I'm printing. It really depends on what I'm printing. Yeah, that goes there, that goes there. So now this comes out. Almost edible. This is actually Polymaker Polylite ABS, pink. So if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, and get some pretty cool filament while at it, I do have a link down in the description to Polymaker's page. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does go a long way in supporting the channel. And before the end of the stream, you could actually just enter to win a spool. So you could just win the filament instead of buying it if you're lucky. There we go. So this is, for those that don't know, the left-handed. Because I want to have two spool holders in this. So this is the left-handed one. I'm probably going to need one or one for that. Go. Zach Freeman's filament rating. I did. Every time I see it, it just confirms my belief that he's an ABS hater. No, it's a good video. I skim through it. Like I don't sit down and I don't really watch a lot of other 3D printer content creators, like all their stuff. If a video comes out, I'll skim through it, make sure they get the view. But a lot of the time, like, I try to avoid, because I don't want, like, my opinions kind of like, I want to keep my own opinions and not, you know, have stuff, opinions tainted, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, so that clicks on here. And that allows you to put extra tube there. There we go. So that's the extra tube. Now this one is nuts. ABS a C rating? Nah, ABS isn't a C rating. ABS is a solid A because it just works for pretty much every use case. He likes ASA more than ABS. Is that because he hasn't used good ABS? Because here's the thing, like I print both ABS and ASA. I could not tell you functionally the difference between either. In terms of once the print comes out of the printer and I use it for something, either it's a printer that I'm building or some cosplay or a prop or just some random knickknack. Once it's out of the printer, I can't tell the difference between ABS and ASA. Functionally. I'm not talking about colors or appearance. I'm talking how the print functionally functions is pretty much damn near the same. ABS costs 50% more. ASA costs more. ASA is more UV resistant. We know, but how often are you leaving your printers outside for days on end? Like, if you are printing something that's gonna be outside in the sun all day, okay, it makes a bit more sense. But when it comes to, like, most of us aren't doing that. We're printing random knick-knack and meme prints that we found on the internet. So, okay. SPL and PLA. Why PLA? Is stiffness? Okay, so which ones does this screw into? Okay. Which one? Oh, it's those two. Okay. There we go. Both stiffness and tolerance issues. Okay. Not like PETG. So the thing with PETG, I've used PETG in the past. It has its use cases. PETG has amazing layer adhesion. The plastic's very good for impact resistance. It has a lot of very valid use cases. The thing is, though, it never prints as clean as PLA. Okay, so if you're looking to print, you know, generic rocket engine number 47, okay, from some internet repository that you found, this will always look better in PLA than PETG. Simple as that. Okay, what the hell did I print this with? This is heavy. I got a muffin from Walmart. You got a muffin from Walmart?
Yeah, not one.
What are you doing over here? I know you're warmer over here. You're standing by the heater. What are you doing? Daddy's trying to work. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, inside. Daddy will be inside in a minute. What? No, don't play with the ball. Don't play. Don't play with the ball. It's gonna break if you play with it.
Why?
Because it's fragile. Yeah, it's fragile. Yeah, it's made of fragile. No, you can't play with it. It'll break. Well, go ask mommy, because daddy's working. Dad'll be inside in a minute. Almost done. Mama's taking a shower? Okay. So is that why you're coming out here to bug daddy? Because you can't bug mommy? Yeah. Makes sense. Fragile. Must be Italian. Here, come here. Come here. Okay. Now, do me a favor. Okay. Look at the camera and say, for managed democracy. There you go. Say, spill oil.
Spill oil.
Crush the bug.
Crush the bug.
Crush the bug. For freedom.
Freedom.
There you go. You gotta indoctrinate them while they're little, right? Okay, inside.
I want to laugh. Yeah, huh? You
Okay.
put it up there.
Yeah, I put it up there to keep it away from your hands because you like playing with the stuff. Okay, inside.
You only into?
Yeah, 15 minutes. That'll be inside in 15 minutes.
You got a time or 15 minutes?
Yeah, I got a timer set for 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, little man. I don't know about you. That's looking like it's coming out pretty smooth. let's see. So Fadis sent me this. I don't know how people could do whole review videos on a filament dryer, but I will take a look at it. I'll probably use it. I'll actually probably pair this with Toasty Boy, because I would like to. Toasty Boy doesn't have an active dryer, so this will probably go right with Toasty Boy. That's it. I don't know if there was an embargo date on this either. Fadis 3D printing dry box, the A-box cocoon. Congratulations on your successful installation. Okay, push. I will say, I like working with Fadis. Fadis is a good company to work with. I've had really good, like, they only do certain things, right? So it's not like I'm always working with them on stuff. But like anytime I've interacted with Fadis, they've been just fun to work with. Like there's a lot I can critique companies on, but Fadis has never really done anything that has kind of annoyed me. They've just been consistent. They make good stuff at reasonable prices for the most part. And their filament, their engineering filament is really good. Like they have like, I don't have a lot of it left, but they have like, you know, all kinds of like, this is, you know, fire resistant polycarbonate. I've got fire resistant. Oh, this, I've been saving this. This is going to be fun to play with. Carbon fiber PET. Not PETG, PET. Because PET has a lot of ABS-like properties. It's harder to print than PETG. That's why you see PETG. You take PET, add glycol to it, it makes it easier to print. But PET has some really nice mechanical properties by itself, and you still have that very good layer adhesion, and then you add carbon fiber, which makes it very stiff. I've been saving that. I want to try and print a quadcopter frame out of it. What time are we? We got 10 minutes left. We got 10 minutes. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, do so. Link in the video description before the end of stream, because once the stream ends, and you won't be able to enter again. And there may not be a stream. Don't plan on a stream being tomorrow night. There probably won't be. Just don't have, not in the schedule. That pet needs a dryer. Well, it's a good thing we're unboxing the Creality Cocoon filament dryer here. That'll come in real handy here in a second. So if this goes like that, okay, so is this? Oh, this is where the filament comes out. Ah! Trying to get this to screw in. I might have to take this out. Okay, screwing this in is gonna be annoying. Oh wait, did they give me a tool to do it? They gave you a tool! Oh heck yeah, look at this. And it's 3D printed. It's a little SLS printed tool. Heck yeah! I mean, it's not working, but there we go. Yeah, look. It's a little SLS printed tool they give you. And then you got the little rods here. Nope. Uh-oh, I lost a bearing. There it is. What do we do on the K1C so far? We made sure mechanically it was all good, which it appears to be. And then we jailbroke it. We put normal fluid on it. We got it back to, you know, not being gimped. I don't know what this is for. I'll leave it. Silica gel desiccant, 1 satchel. Okay. Does it go? Yeah, it goes in there. Where is my... Oh. I think you just throw these in, I guess. Ooh. Just put one in each side, I guess, for now. Yeah, you just throw one in each side, I guess. So right now in my garage, in terms of ambient temperature, it is currently 22 Celsius with 39% humidity in my garage right now. Where's that little piece of PTFE tube? There we go. And there you go. So you plug in a USB-C port. Battery powered for now. This got PD. Okay. Okay, PD might not work. I might actually plug it into something with power. Do I have power delivery or something? Is this enough power? Oh, there's... I gotta put a battery in the bottom. So this is a dry box, not a dryer, just so you guys are aware. On. There we go. So it's a dry box, not a dryer. So according to this, it's oh, does it have a scale in it? I think it has a scale in it. Oh shit. Yeah, it has a scale in it, I think. So you could tell it. Oh, okay. It has a scale in it. See, when you put a spool of filament in it, it tells you how much the overall weight is. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, Jesse spools don't fit. Polymaker spool? Please tell me a Polymaker spool fits. There you go. Yeah, so you put that in, and that weighs nothing. There you go. Oh, because it's under the 250. There you go. Okay, So you key in, how much does a Polymaker spool weigh? A Polymaker spool empty weighs how much? Let's say? No. How much does a Polymaker spool weigh? So say a Polymaker spool weighed 120 grams. You could key in how much the spool weighs, put the spool in, and it goes, okay, you have 117 grams of filament. That's actually kind of nice. And so yeah, it's a dry box. It's not a filament dryer. It's a little battery powered. So there you go. So it just keeps your filament dry. So it's a dry box, not a dryer. There's no fans in it. That's cool. That'll be nice for not crazy hygroscopic stuff, but for, you know, not, you know, your average PET and stuff like that. Put that on the shelf next to the printer that it'll be used on. You can go back up there. Okay, print's done. Print's done. Perfect, just in time. I don't know about you, but that is a damn good cube. Like, I don't even know where the seams are at. Like that, no joke. That came out really good. Okay, I'm gonna reprint the basketball. I'm gonna have to turn this off. Where's my mouse? Uh-oh. Where's my mouse? Uh-oh. I've lost my keyboard and my mouse. OBS works. My computer's like locked right up. Can you guys, oh, I'm still live. 1 second here. Okay, that's back. Okay, maybe. Okay, I got. How did I lose my? Oh God, I lost the Steam Deck. Shit. I forgot. The Steam Deck is fickle. What's that? Yep, Steam Deck needs to go up here. And then you go there. Actually. Okay. What is going on here? Okay, the mouse work, or my it's on. It's just Hey, we're back. It's just okay. That was weird. We're back. Okay, I'm gonna get this on a thing and get it set up. So let me shut down, save, config, and restart. Cool. Host, shutdown. Oh, we gotta wait for it to. It takes its sweet time. What's my opinion on the Ender 3 V3? No idea. I don't have one. Shut down. Okay. So we've turned that off. Yeah, I don't like giving people advice on printers that I've never used, nor have I have like talked to somebody who directly owns one that I trust their opinion on. So I don't know. Check out Chep might have a video on it. Check out Chep. Okay, wheel of names. So if you didn't enter to win yourself a spool of Polymaker Filament, you'll have another chance Tuesday, maybe tomorrow. There's a slim chance there's a stream tomorrow. So if you don't see a link posted anywhere, you know why. Copy all the names here. Okay. I need a number between K and C. I need a number between K and C. Somebody give me a number between K and C. There you go. Hobo Banana got it. 1. And it's going to be this blue line right here. I could tell. I could tell. It's going to be this time. Oh, yeah. It's going to make it all the way around. It's going to keep going. It's not going to keep going, is it? Edwin Ringersma. Edwin. Congratulations, Edwin. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. So you'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So yeah, we're going to call it there. If this print is indicative of the current performance of this machine, I will say I am very impressed. The last stream that we played with this machine left me with I have a feeling the hardware is good, but I really don't like the software. And then after printing out something in ABS that was big, the airless basketball here, we had some major banding issues, which is due to the default way this is set up for the bed. It's waterfall, not PID. So we've switched that over to PID. And if this print is indicative of the current performance of the machine, it is way better now that we've jailbroken it. And hey, we got all the features back they took away from us. So yeah, I'm gonna get this machine set up right over there and literally rerun this exact same print with the exact same G code and see what we get. So does it bounce? No, it's ABS, but it's a great way to test retractions. So we're gonna call it there. Again, congratulations, Edwin. I'll have an email for you after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. And then for those that, actually, nobody, shit. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for them and more in the video description. And also for those that are channel members and supporters of the channel, I thank you. Not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. Check out this week's video if you haven't on the channel. It's not doing good, but I knew it wouldn't. So I will see you next week for the Milo. I don't know if we'll make it chips on Tuesday, but it should be moving. So yeah, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and I shall see you next week. Bye.